Hey there, thanks for joining me for another episode of Total Ramblings. We've got an unboxing today in the most literal sense of the word. This is just going to be an unboxing. My full review, or my review, will follow, obviously, but I need to try it out first. So this arrived today. Full disclaimer, I asked if I could have a freebie one of these. I chanced my arm and they said no. So I've bought this myself. This is not a sponsored video. I have paid for this thing myself. I just, on the off chance, wrote to the manufacturer and said, hey, I use a lot of your products. Could I possibly have one of these for review? And they said, no. Actually, they didn't say anything. They haven't replied to me at all. It's kind of what I expected. Empty box now. There we go. Right. I have mentioned this before. This is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Now, at the time of unboxing this, it is Friday, the 4th of October. Now, I ordered this Tuesday, I think. I think it was Tuesday. So it's come pretty quickly. Anyway, this is just the camera itself. And we're going to be opening it. We're going to be taking a look. So there's some very nice pictures there on the side. Technical specifications on the back. And the contents. Blurby bottom. DJI. Nothing on the top of the box. So let's have a look at opening this. So I'm going to open it and we're going to have a quick look at it, and then we're going to possibly install some screen protectors, which I think have arrived today. That's the most satisfying bit, isn't it? Taking off the plastic. Although this bit, look at this. Lovely. I love that. I love modern packaging. It's brilliant. So, going to open it up. Box marked accessories. Let's open the accessories. Let's see what we've got. We have a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. I've got millions of these already, so I probably won't be using it, but it can go into my spares box. That box is empty. We have documentation. Just open this up. Empty bag. And we've got a quick start guide. Just showing you how to turn it on, how to plug it in, etc., etc. We have got safety guidelines. They're never being looked at. And we've got another leaflet. What is this? Warranty stuff. And as usual, we've got DJI stickers. They like their stickers. I like their stickers. I've got lots of them that I haven't used. Oops. The regular DJI sticker, one talking about their mission, a couple of other ones, and what I call the messy one. There we go. So, empty bag for the stickers. So let's put all the documentation over here. And the last accessory is this. Bear with me. I'm going to put a small hole in there because I couldn't find the entrance. Empty bag. Right, what we have here is a mounting screw. We have a cage. Now, I believe it's the same cage. This is my Action 4, which is not being retired. I will be using it. I believe the cage is the same because I believe the form factor is exactly the same. There we go. Same cage as the Action 4. So basically the external dimensions of this new camera are identical. The difference, I understand, is low light capabilities. So we have a cage. We have a battery. Now, this is a higher capacity battery, I believe, than the one that comes with the 4. So let me just take out this battery here and we can see what the difference is. So yes, there's my personal details. Everything gets labelled. Everything gets labelled. So it's exactly the same form factor for the batteries. So they are interchangeable. Okay. What information do we have on here? Lithium ion rechargeable battery. I'm not sure where we get the information about the capacity. I'm possibly missing that information. Anyway, I believe this is a higher capacity battery, but as you've seen, it's exactly the same form factor, empty bag, as it is for the Action 4. So that's good. They're fully interchangeable. And then in the last kind of accessories bit we've got is we have a curved mount. Now I use the curved mount that came with my Action 4 in my car, and I have a double mount. I've got one where the camera faces me, and I've got one slightly higher up where the camera faces out, so that I can do shots for vlogging from my car. There's some sort of washers or spacers or something to be used with this, which is basically, we got the standard DJI magnetic mount, okay, and that magnetic mount will go into here, and then of course you can put the screw in there. It's like a standard kind of GoPro sort of sorry, my iPad has decided to start imagining I'm talking to it. So it's a standard sort of GoPro kind of mounting system. I've got quite a lot of these, of the small rig versions with the fold up thingies and the tripod, so dead handy. Anyway, my point being, that's all the accessories. So yes, I can now basically, because I've now got a second Action camera, I will be able to have one camera facing me and one camera facing forward simultaneously in the car. Now, the last thing in the box, silica gel, empty box. Oh, something there. DJI Store app, DJI Light Cut app, or recommended by DJI anyway. The last thing, of course, we have is the camera itself. As I say, the form factor is going to be identical to the Action 4, in terms of external dimensions, I mean. But let's see, so that screen looks a little bit wider. Oh, I think it's a little bit bigger. The back screen, I think that looks about the same. This is a satisfying bit. Look at that. There we go. So there is our Action 5. We've got the same USB charging slot in here. We've got the same battery thing here. Slot that in there. There we go. 1950 milliamp hours for this one, and that one doesn't say. Okay, so close that up. Now obviously, as with the previous Action 4, if you see red here, it means this door isn't shut properly and therefore it's not waterproof. Equally, if you see any red here, it means this door isn't shut properly and it's not waterproof. Now it is waterproof up to, I believe, 20 meters. We're going to put this one in its cage for the first time. Oh, actually, no, before we do that, I actually have a spare 512 gig SD card. Now, because I find these quite tricky to put in, because I bite my nails, that's in there now, okay? Let's see if there's any juice in it, shall we? There is. So, I want to change the language. For some reason, we're stuck on Chinese at the moment. So I'm going to need to go through the menu and work out how to change that. But there is power. And it's off. So I'm going to stick it in the cage. And there we go. We have an Action 4 and an Action 5. And I will be posting some footage, sort of comparison videos. It looks to me, yeah, you see, look, the lens on the Action 5 is bigger. Now, talking of the lens, there is one other thing I want to do. And this actually arrived earlier today, before the camera had even turned up. I want to, because I'm all about safety and protection and stuff, I want to put on some protective coverings on all of the glass surfaces. So what we have here is, this is for this front screen here. Now obviously we've only just opened it, it doesn't really need a clean. I'm just going to peel that off there. And I'm going to insert it on there, like so. There we go. That's now protected. What we have here is one for the lens. So again, just give it a quick wipe. Peel that off. And that is on. And then the back screen. All of my cameras, lenses, devices, whatever they may be, whether they're DJI or Insta-X 36 or Insta360 or my Sony cameras, lenses, of which I have very many, they always, always, always have filters or protective screens on them. Because trust me, it's a lot cheaper to replace the protective screen than it is to replace the lens. And there we go, that's done. And you wouldn't even know they were on there. Turn it on again. Right, I want to know how to change this to English, because I think I accidentally hit Chinese or whatever when I turned it on. So I'm going to need to work out how to do that. Anyway, the usual thing, you can flip between the screens once it's activated. I'm going to go through this in a minute, and I'm going to show you, once I've managed to get it set to English, what the menus and stuff look like. Back in a sec. Right, here we go. I did a factory reset. I think what I did was I accidentally scrolled up and hit whatever that language was. So we're going to hit English. This is for registering the device. I'm going to skip this just a sec. Connect to DJI Mimo or MIMO, update to latest firmware version. I'm going to do that in just a sec. So it tells us what the shutter record button does. Yep, lovely. We can swipe left or right to change shooting mode. So of course we've got camera, video, super night, which I think is a new one from the 4. Hang on a sec. Up, 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 up. How did I do that before? Bear with me. Yeah, we didn't have a super night option before. Subject tracking. Yeah, that's new. So subject tracking, I believe, works a similar way to this, which is the Osmo Pocket 3. Not that it's got a gimbal, but it will track you in software, right? It will track the image or your face or whatever it might be, okay? Slow-mo and time-lapse as usual, yeah, okay? So the batteries comes out at 44% to start with. We've got the standard sort of options, so we can link up a wireless mic to this. We can change how the display, whether it's always on or not. We can set the sounds, we can set the grid, horizon calibration, etc, etc. That's factory reset that I just did. We've got custom modes. There's a quick switch menu, which basically determines how this works, right? So you can add additional modes to this particular screen here, okay? It's still giving me sort of tutorial bits. So you've got digital zoom in there. Did we have a digital zoom on this one? I don't think we did. So that's new. Digital zoom, that's cool. So that's another new feature that this one does. We can select the aspect ratio on here. 16:9, 4:3. You can select the size of megapixels for your camera settings. You can select whether there's a countdown for the camera, all that kind of stuff. If we change it to video mode, then essentially here you can set your resolution up to 4K. So I'll be having it at 4K 16:9 and probably at 60 frames a second. That's how I tend to have all my devices set. Okay. But yeah, so as I say, this is an identical size of camera to the Action 4. It's just that obviously we've got a lot more kind of software, a lot more sort of software features built in. I'm pretty certain, yeah, that is a bigger lens, right? And as I say, we've got this enhanced battery. Now, the main feature of this, I believe, is enhanced low light shooting. So I'm going to be trying that, but not right now and not in this video. But this was a very literal unboxing of the DJI Action 5. This is just the camera alone, because I already have absolutely tons of accessories for the Action 4 that will also fit the Action 5. What I particularly like is this magnetic mounting system, because it's magnetic and there are clips on there as well, so it helps you center this. Now, as I say, I've got loads of these. I've got a head mounted one, I've got chest mounted ones, I've got neck mounted ones, I've got ones in my car. I've got absolutely tons of these. I've got selfie sticks with them on. Basically, I have adopted this as like my standard. So even my Insta-X 360 camera basically can accommodate this, so that I can move that camera straight onto one of these mounts. And this Osmo Pocket 3, I have an adapter on the bottom that I can clip it onto one of these. So basically all of my devices, all of my sort of recording accessories, I have one of these mounts on, and I'm able to basically attach any of my vlogging cameras to one of these instantly. It's maximum sort of modularity for me, really. So I was really pleased that they've basically kept the same sort of form factor. This is going to be compatible with everything I've already got. And I've just noticed here that I forgot to take that off. Here we go. So I need to put my usual identification stickers on here and stuff like that. Register it on the app, get it all set up. I forgot to say, on the frame, you can also mount it vertically as well. So if you didn't already know that. So as I say, this was a very literal unboxing, just to show you what you get, kind of introduce you to some of the features, and I will be doing a comparison between these two, but this is definitely not getting retired. I will be using them both in conjunction. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.
If you enjoy what I do here, although I can't think why, please remember to click the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. You might also want to check out my website, www.worldsbestestpoet.com, if you fancy a laugh.